Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Chef Ralph's Realm. Today we're doing a deep dive into lobster rolls. Now, if you've seen my channel before, you know that all spring and all summer I've been scouring Long Island from Manhattan to Montauk doing lobster roll reviews. So what I like to think of is that I've taken the best of all the lobster rolls that I've tried thus far and combined them into the most greatest lobster roll ever. So I'm going to show you how to make that lobster roll today. We're going to start by steaming a lobster and we'll go from there. So what you're going to want to do is, now I did this in a professional kitchen, but you can do this at home just the same. As you can see, we bought the lobster and we steamed him. This was a 1.25 pound lobster. It's going to be about 11 to 12 minutes steamed for a 1.25 pound lobster, and then it's going to go right into the ice bath, and then we're going to take them apart here. Now I've got 3 tools that I like to use. This is a pair of Korean barbecue kitchen shears. We've got the good old-fashioned claw cracker, and then just a bamboo skewer. So we're going to get cracking. All right, guys, so now that we've got our lobster processed, into these pieces, so I'll throw the rest of it into a bag, and I'll either make lobster stock and freeze it, or I'll make lobster bisque the next day, or a little bit of a Seinfeld reference, and scrambled eggs. Delicious. It's not kosher though. All right, so next we're going to cut the lobster into pieces, manageable pieces. If you've seen my lobster roll videos before, the reviewing ones, well, if you haven't, you should, because they're great. Whole bunch of special guests, special to me, that is. But, I'll say stuff like, I don't like huge pieces. Like a whole claw is nice and showy, but it's hard to eat. And it's about the experience, it's about enjoying. So we're gonna chop this down into manageable pieces. You'll see that I left all the little bits from the tiny legs because that's gonna help the mayo, and we're gonna go over those ingredients momentarily. So I don't want to manhandle that too much because when we incorporate all the ingredients together, the lobster will break up a little bit. So, we're not going to totally kill the lobster with shredding it into fine pieces. So, ingredients to the perfect lobster roll. Now, I know this is going to be subjective, but from all the lobster rolls that I've had so far this spring and summer, this is the culmination of what I think is to be the best combination of flavors, textures, and all of that. So, straight off the bat, celery. So this is going to be a very fine diced celery, and this ratio that I'm going to be giving you is for one lobster roll, And I like to put a whole lobster in that lobster roll. Now, it's not a huge lobster. It's what the industry calls a chicken lobster. And that is a lobster that's about 1.25 pounds, out the tank. How much meat you get out of that is, varies a little bit here and there. But, this is one whole lobster. And personally, I believe that a lobster roll should have one full lobster in it. Moving on. So this is 1 tablespoon of celery chopped. So we're going to throw that in there. To that 1 tablespoon of celery, we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of tarragon. Now, I know the ratios seem, a 1/2 teaspoon, but when you multiply this for multiple lobster rolls, it'll make more sense. Then, this is the mayonnaise. So I use Kewpie mayo. It is far superior to any mayonnaise that we have here. Kewpie mayo, for those of you who don't know, is a Japanese mayonnaise. And this is 1.5 tablespoons of Kewpie mayo. This is 1/2 teaspoon of whole grain mustard. And I know what you're saying, but I mean, look at it. This is all I'm putting in. It's very, very little, but again, what I'm saying is from all the lobster rolls that I've had, a little bit of this is going to go a long way within the lobster roll. All right, so now we're just going to mix and incorporate it. Now, lemon is subjective, and here's the thing. I don't want the lemon juice. I know that's strange. What I want is the lemon oil from the peel. So I'm going to go ahead and remove so that I just have the peel. It's okay to squeeze a little bit of it out. If a little bit of the juice goes in, that's okay. But really, I just want the oil. The oil that's going to pop off the skin just to scent it. All right, so we're going to pop this in the refrigerator for about half an hour because, as we all know, temperature is very important to a proper lobster roll. So, see you in a few minutes. All right, so our lobster salad is chilled. Now, I just said it, so let's just address that really quick. A lobster roll and a lobster salad roll, in my opinion, are two different things. So what we've been getting is a lobster salad roll, which is the New England cold. A lobster roll, which, again, we're just arguing semantics at this point. In my opinion, a lobster roll would be the hot one. A lobster salad roll then is the mayonnaise and, maybe a piece of lettuce on the bottom. But, okay, anyway. Let's talk about what we're putting it on. So I've pre-toasted. Now, you guys know how important it is for that barrier. We want a moisture barrier. Some use lettuce, but in my opinion, it's definitely intricate and crucial to the stability of the sandwich to get that. So you can see that I've got a pretty hard toast on this. The milk solids, you want them to caramelize on the bread. That's what's going to give you that nice, rich, buttery, brown butter flavor. Let's get a dish for this. I've got the perfect dish. I love this. This is made by Hall Pottery. It's a lobster, and it really fits a lobster roll bun perfectly. So, that being said, let's build it up a bit. That's a beautiful lobster roll, folks. And it may not be overflowing. It may not be, something that you're going to eat for 2 or 3 days. It may not be something that you leave, the restaurant feeling absolutely stuffed with. But proportionate, in my opinion, this is the perfect lobster roll in every way. Let's get that camera in here for a little bit of a close-up. All right, guys, let's go manja on this. It's got a nice weight to it, folks. This isn't a slouchy lobster roll. Oh. Oh my God. Everything works together on so many levels. Everything works on so many levels. The butteriness, the lobster, the sweetness of the lobster. Wow. The celery is there. It's a complement. It's an addition. It's not filler. As long as it's not filler and it's an addition, I'm all for it. There's just enough. And that Kewpie mayo. I'm sorry, Hellman's, Mike's, Mighty, blah, 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 blah. Kewpie mayo. This is what... Oh. And the tarragon. The lobster is the thing that hits you first and foremost. And then the crunch. I don't know if you can hear that as thunder. Then you get the crunch of the celery. That tarragon is beautiful, subtle notes. And there's a tiny little bit of that mustard. There is. There's just a tiny little bit of that mustard in there. It is phenomenal. God, guys, this is the best lobster roll you will ever have. The brioche is buttery and toasty. It is absolutely spectacular. God. Well, I'm going to go enjoy this. If you guys like my content, please give a like, subscribe, and follow. Make sure you join the realm. Check out my other videos reviewing Long Island lobster rolls. I'm sure you'll get a kick out of them because this is the culmination of all of them together. It is absolutely. Like I said, guys, this is not a slouchy lobster roll. This is this is not. This is not a slouchy lobster roll. Look at this. Look at this lobster roll. Look at this lobster roll. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. See you soon. Bye-bye. Please check out my book out on Amazon now, The Long Island Farmer's and Manual, a practical guide to growing, harvesting, cooking, and preserving here on Long Island.